So, Brendon, what got you along to Access Consciousness?
Well, my life was pretty crap. It was not working, and I grew up as a guy in Australia, which was you got to be the rough and tough. You play footy, you go shooting, you do all these things. You grow up to be someone who you aren't. So everyone used to say to me, well, are you going to learn how to do this because it'll make you more of a man, or are you going to do this because it'll make you more of a man? And I started creating myself through other people's points of view. So with Access, when I realized the day that I just went, this isn't working anymore. I don't feel like me at all. And I know for a lot of you guys, and I know for a lot of people, you get to this place where you go, okay, this is all cool, this is great, but where am I? Where is that sense of me?
Can I ask you, when you say that you were creating your life through other people's point of view, what do you mean by that?
Well, I mean, so if someone wanted me to, let's say you're in a relationship and someone wanted you to be kinder, or they wanted you to make more money, or they wanted you to, whatever their point of view was, and you start creating yourself through that, but you start creating yourself through their projections of what that means for them. So if that was you're in a relationship where it was, you need to be kinder, or you need to make more money, let's say kinder for instance, and their definition of kinder was the opposite of yours, then you start seeing through their life what that is for them, and you start creating your life through them. So you start mimicking people throughout your life, and we've done it since we were children. We've all done it. So Access has these tools. The thing I love about Access, the main thing I love about Access, the probably only thing I love about Access, is that it works. If it didn't work, I wouldn't do it.
Okay, so prior then, you pretty much weren't in the computation of your life.
Never.
You were using other people's points of view to create yours.
I was until I was about 6, because I remember it was like I had my life. It was like I'm hot stuff. I'm good shit, and and I knew that. I knew I was everything I wanted to be until I was 6, and I remember the events that happened then, and I remember going, this doesn't work anymore. I need to start trying to fit in. So that's what I did, and that's what I focused on for a long time. And I see it in a lot of people, and it can be so much work.
So what's the main thing that you would say, what was the first thing that changed for you when you started attending Access classes?
Well, the bars was the best thing I ever did in my whole life. It was awesome, and slowly over the last 6 years, I've stopped judging myself. So that would be my top thing. Was I was in a lot of judgment of myself, and it was something I did really well, and I hated it. Like, I wake up every morning just going, like, I'm crap, I'm an idiot, I'm whatever it is, and it just was...
I'm wrong.
I'm wrong.
A thousand ways I'm wrong.
1,000 ways I'm wrong, and it was horrible. So that was the best thing that, that started changing for me, was I started getting out of judgment of myself.
Okay, so now when you wake up, what happens?
Well, you want all the details? Well, no, now when I wake up, I look at what I can create. I don't look at what I've done and what I've done wrong, and what's happened in the past, or what's all that stuff is gone now. And now I wake up to today. So today's a new day, and what can I create today, rather than today's based on anything I ever did in the past.
Okay, so then just quickly, what is 5 days of change? What can people, I'm going to say expect. What can they expect from it?
Well, don't expect anything, because I don't want to break your heart. But also, the 5 days of change is a place where we'll give you these tools, and I'll personally give you every single thing that I have in my repertoire. Everything. I won't hold anything back. I'll give you everything that's changed my life. But also, it's a platform which you can build. You can erase everything from what's not worked for you in the past, and you can build a platform which you can boost yourself into the future. You can change anything in your life that's not working. I've seen it, I've done it, it's possible, I know it's possible. So that's what these 5 days for me is all about, is sharing with you guys what I've got out of it, what Simone's got out of it, what every single person that's come into Access and uses the tools has got out of it. So that's what I'm
Anything
up
else you'd like to say to people that may be watching this?
Come along. Come along. If money's an issue, then money's always going to be an issue. If time's an issue, time's always going to be an issue. But if you can, look at that and go, okay, am I willing to have that as my life anymore? Or could I make more money? Could I sort something out? Could I make more time? Could I, and look at what is it that you'd like to have with your life? What is it really? And, hopefully you can come along and have some fun, and if not, then we have heaps of free stuff out there as well with Access, which I love. There's Voice America, there's heaps of things. So if you can't come along, please just find the tools and use one of them, two of them, all of them. And
get your bars run somewhere.
Get your bars run, because that's my favourite thing. And yeah, that's it. I'm good.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Hi, I'm Brendon, and I'd love to see you there, and see ya. Thanks for listening.